Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about 4 ways to build trust with your potential clients. And one of the things that I learned early on in my law practice back in the mid 2000s, I picked up a book by the name of The Endless Referrals. It's this book right here. Endless Referrals by Bob Burg. Hopefully you can see that. Endless Referrals. And in this book, he basically says that the key to getting people to hire you is that they know, like, and trust you. And so one of the things you have to have is trust. And so I want to talk about 4 ways to have people trust you in your writings and the things that you send out to your potential customers. The first thing is that you have to kind of put your personality into your material, into your copy, into what you send out. And the reason why is because these days in 2021 on the internet, you can find anything that you want. I mean, you can find almost everything you want for free, essentially. And so if you're sending out material as like a coach, or you're sending out as an author or a consultant, or you're selling a course or something like that, the people, before they buy your course, they're going to kind of want to know. I mean, they can probably find the information in your course for free on the internet, and that in order to get them to spend money on your course or to spend money on your online material, you have to kind of give them a reason to resonate with you and kind of, click with you. And the same thing, even if you're not doing online business, even if you're a professional, like you're a lawyer, a doctor, a real estate agent, financial advisor, anything like that, the same thing. I mean, your potential clients can't get the information from you. They can't get that information for free as easily online, but they are kind of trying to figure out whether they should hire you or the guy next door who is doing the exact same professional job you are. So the number one thing that you can do to kind of to bring in trust is that you can kind of put your own personality into it. Not over the top, but so that people have something to relate to you or to resonate with you, and so that they're kind of part of your group. The second thing you can do is to use the language of the industry. Use the lingo, basically, because when you're using the lingo to your potential clients or customers, they will feel familiar with you because you're using their words. And one of the newsletters I've been sending out for many years is to all my lawyer friends here in town. And what I try to do is I try to give them helpful information on inexpensively getting marketing their law practices. And I use things like, the terms in the legal community, such as like negligence or contingency fee or no fault, things like that lawyers, it's kind of in the lawyer world, that they'll understand that I'm part of that world and they understand I'm with them, and therefore they'll trust me when I give them help on how to market their law firm inexpensively. So again, that's the second thing. Just kind of use the language of your potential customers. The third thing is that you want to talk about how you kind of got to your level of expertise. You want to kind of give like the story of how you got there. It might be all the mistakes that you made and things like that, just so that people know you just didn't arrive there as the expert out of the blue. I mean, I've talked many times to my friends about how I tried to do SEO marketing, how I tried to do bus ads here in town. I tried to do magazines ads in there, and they all never worked. At best, they broke even, but none of that stuff worked. And so I tell them, I've already kind of touched the stove for you, so you can learn from my mistakes and you don't have to. And here's some ways to do it inexpensively. And so, but again, that's the third way you can kind of build trust, though, in the sense that you show them your journey to kind of where you're at. And then the final thing is that you have to have, it's kind of similar to these other points, but you have to answer their questions before they ask them. And it's always said as a lawyer anyway, and I'm sure this applies to real estate agents and financial advisors and chiropractors and all that. It's always good to put on your website a frequently asked questions section because people are looking for answers, obviously. And if you can answer those questions before, that they're thinking about, then you're going to build trust on, they'll build trust in your service. And it reminds me of something that I read not that long ago, maybe 5 years ago. And I can't remember if it was Russell Brunson or Jay Abraham, I think, one of the famous marketer, Jay Abraham. Somebody said that if you can know the questions that your potential customers have already, then they figure, well, if you know the questions and you know their concerns already, then you must have the answers, and therefore they're going to hire you because you're the expert. Basically, if you know their problems better than they do, or if you know their problems before they ask, something like that. I can't remember what the exact phrase was, but again, if you are kind of like reading your potential clients' minds, they're going to trust that you're the expert and you know you have the answers. So that's the fourth thing, is always to have some type of good frequently asked questions section in your writings or in your website for sure. But you can, but if you can answer those questions, then they're going to trust you. So anyways, that's 4 ways to build trust with your potential customers. Hope that helps. Please like and comment in this video. Let me know if you use these things, if you've heard of these things before. Like I said, I picked these things up. Like I said, the book, Endless Referrals, the Bob Burr book. People will hire you if they know, like, and trust you, and that is very true. So hope that helps. I'll see you next time.